So this is the strategy that the guy said that he did when he was dating women. So what he would do is he lived in New York City. And so every single girl that he would match with on like one of the dating apps, he basically like set this timer in his phone for like all the women that he texted, because there were a lot at the same time. And he would wait to respond to her text 24 hours after she sent it. So like he literally had an alarm for every single girl, and he would name the alarms after the girl that he was texting. Like, how fucking bizarre is that? Super great organization, I'll have to say, but like, it's weird, okay?
So the first thing this guy is doing is he's waiting approximately 24 hours before he responds to these women's messages, just so they can be more into him and wonder if he's going to message back. This demonstrates scarcity, which naturally makes her want him more. Now, let's look at the next thing he does.
Then, after he would get them hooked, that's literally what he said. He's like, I just wanted to get them hooked. Like, what? Okay, after he got them hooked, he would basically take them like on a first or second date to the Manhattan Bridge, and he would walk across the bridge. And I guess there was like some sort of like photographer or something that he would hire, and I guess maybe it was like an Airbnb experience. I don't know like the details, but he would basically get them to like photograph them and just get like all these cool shots and stuff, and just make it like a very romantic thing. He said he would do that, or he would go get dinner and like bring it on the Manhattan Bridge to like have a little picnic and people watch and do whatever. Then on the other side of the bridge, he would naturally say, hey, like I actually live like right around the block. Do you want to come over? And every single time the girl would say yes, and he would sleep with her. Like that was literally what he did. And then he would either never talk to her again or add her to the roster of responding every like day or longer. And he said that the longer that he would wait to respond, the more she would want to respond back. And that's because when you put enough time in between a person, you start to be like, oh my God, like what's going on? And you want answers. But I think this is actually kind of messed up in the beginning of a relationship, because it's like you're strategically not responding, which I think is stupid. Like you're putting more effort into not responding than responding. And his goal was never to date any of these women. It was only to sleep with them and manipulate them and then sleep with them. So I want to put this out there. I'm not saying all men are bad, I'm not, but this is a strategy that one guy did and I'm just freaked out.
So as we can see, he basically takes every woman on exactly the same date. He knows that experience he gives them works, so he just does the same thing, which inevitably makes her feel the same vibe and gives him predictable results. It's pretty standard for men to develop moves as they continue to learn the best flirting practices through trial and error. If men did not have a way of getting the girl, they wouldn't become proficient at dating. This guy figured out what worked best for him, and other men will have to learn what works best for them. These 304s can call it manipulation, but everybody has to learn how to play the field in some way or another.
Facts.
One thing I hate about myself is that I will get obsessed with a guy who does not like me. And this guy does not like me. And realistically, like, if I'm being honest with myself, I don't like him that much. Like, he hardly gives me conversation. And when we talk, it's really so surface level. But now he's all I think about. And it's really fucking annoying because I could never see us together. That would just never work. So, I hate it here.
This just confirms that the technique that the guy used when he waits 24 hours to reply actually works. Some women will tell you not to do things like this, but there is always a difference between what women tell you and what women actually respond to. She said she hates it here, but the truth is, she hates herself for preferring guys who make her wait. She could have a decent guy who doesn't make her wait, but just as usual,
they brought their fates upon themselves.
The Goal-Driven Male book is out now. Search for it on Amazon or check the link in the description.